Right.
Even the cartoons that they used to have, Bugs Bunny
Totally
and stuff.
different.
It's totally different. I really feel that somehow maybe we lost something along the way. I don't know what it is, but I just look at people always say our grandparents were so square. My opinion is our grandparents are a lot hipper than we are.
I believe that as well. So it would be safe to say then, we can surmise it by saying that due to the culture that we're living in today, the jazz is somewhat dying.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go that far because there's tremendous musicians out there, and they're advancing the art form, but in general, there's just not as many outlets to play. There's
That's
not
the
as,
key.
you know, and
That's the key.
And that impacts the music. You don't get to play. You don't get to go out on the road like you did with a band and get get tight and have the music evolve. Now it's maybe 10 bands out there that are doing it full time all the time.
Yes. Now that it could be a big statement when I say the jazz is dying, because you and I both know, and I only said that to bring attention to what we're doing. You and I both know that there's musicians out there who are doing their thing every night.
Sure.
And Jazz on My Mind, since we have been here on the East Coast, have had the fortune and pleasure of going to a lot of these places in Philadelphia and in Wilmington and in D.C. And we can see that jazz is alive. It's very much alive, but like you indicated, it needs the outlet.
That's true, and that's the great thing about what you're doing, Richard. I mean, this outlet is a wonderful opportunity for musicians in this area, and indeed, eventually all across the country to be heard.
Well, that's why I'm so glad to have you here today, because just like Jazz on My Mind, Vince Lardear is doing his part in keeping jazz alive, and my hat goes off to you. Now, Vince, what is in the future for Vince Lardear?
I'm just trying to keep my head above water, Richard, and just try to do what I can and try to keep my ears open and just develop.
Are there any recordings that's going to be coming out that you plan on doing anytime?
Not in the immediate future, but hopefully down the road.
Now, let me do this. I know a lot of people are watching this interview, and they would love to see you play. Are there places, venues that you're going to be happening at in the very near future? Can you give us some of those dates?
Right. With my own band, yes, I will be in the Wilmington area at Galuccio's on Thursday, September 24th, with the same band that was there the night I met you.
And we have to be there that night, if you don't mind. We're going to try to make arrangements with you and management to be there so that Jazz on My Mind can see this tremendous musician and his band perform. I'm telling you, you will love this band.
Well, that'd be great if you were there.
And what else do you have coming up?
In the Philadelphia area, I will be doing a late show after the main act is done, and that will be on, I believe it's Saturday, September 19th.
Okay. Now,
at Chris's Jazz Cafe.
At Chris's Jazz Cafe.
That's correct.
Now, this is really wonderful. I'm telling you, I'm so glad and thankful that you took some time out to be with us today. Now, if there's someone who wants to contact you directly, is there a phone number you want to give and your website or email address?
They could email me at bird symbol, which is one word, BIRDSYMBOL at AOL.com, or they can check out my website at myspace.com/Vince Lardear Jazz.
All right. Give it to us one more time. And is there a phone number? Do you want to give a number? Or
yes, they could reach me once again at my website, which is myspace.com/Vince, VINCE, Lardear, LARDEAR, Jazz.
all right.
Or they could give me a call at 302-983-7535.
And are you available to play at any weddings? Or?
Sure. We do weddings and corporate functions and everything.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. Vince Lardear. I'm telling you, I love the way you play that sax. Now, Vince, I thank you very much for spending time with us today. Would it be much of a problem if I asked you, can you play your sax for us a little bit before you go?
My pleasure, Richard.
All right. Vince, that was out of sight, man.
Thank you, Richard.
What was the name of that tune?
Oh, that was Cherokee.
See, ladies and gentlemen, I told you this man was phenomenal. And you can see more of him. All you have to do is keep your eyes and ears tuned to Jazz on My Mind. We're going to be bringing you more of Mr. Vince Lardear. Vince, thank you very much for being a part of this show. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Richard Blackwell. And
I'm Vince Lardear.
And thank you for watching
Jazz on My Mind. Thank you.